Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Brenda's Musings. So today I want to talk about sort of some of your earliest memories. And do you think that they actually happened as you remember them? Or do you think they've been distorted by time or by people telling the same story over and over again? Or, whatever. Do you think they're sort of slanted in some way? And I was trying to think what my earliest memory was. And I don't know. I mean, there have been stories that have been told that I wonder, did I actually remember what happened? Or do I just remember it because I've heard the story so many times? And so I can kind of picture myself in the situation. And some people remember stories from when they're like 3 and 4 years of age. And I don't. I remember things like when I was 6 and 7. I remember kindergarten. But I don't sort of have any super strong memories. I have glimpses or flashes of things that may have happened before I went to school. I know that one of my strongest memories was when I was probably around 6. Maybe I was still 5. But our dog that we got at Christmas when I was 5 had puppies. So I would have been 6. And she had them not only on my bed, but on my pillow. And I remember that. Like, that was a really strong memory. And I can still, I could give you every gory detail. I remember like certain Christmases when I was younger. And I remember certain feelings that I had that, about people when I would see them. I remember my great-grandmother, who didn't die till she was 93, but she ended up getting dementia. So I was probably maybe 7 when she went into a nursing home. I never saw her after she went into the nursing home. But I remember being at her house, so I was probably around 5 or 6. And I remember looking down this great big long dining room table and asking to have the cauliflower passed. And we had the sauce for the cauliflower passed because we had, dinner at her house and we were having cauliflower, and she'd made this white sauce that went over the cauliflower, which I dearly loved. And then years later, I found out that great big long dining room table was this little tiny square table that my brother used at university. And, one of those sort of, the leaves fold up tables. And it's just like this little tiny square thing. So I thought that was really funny. And, maybe there'd been an extension for the table. I don't remember. But anyway, that's sort of the sort of thing I'm talking about when you have a memory and you find out that really it's a false memory. And this brings me to the whole false memory thing, because you know what? We play into false memories all the time. And, we take something that somebody has said to us, and it could have been yesterday. It doesn't have to be, 40 years ago. But something that somebody said to us, we make it true. And we make it true as we interpreted it, not necessarily as it was given. Maybe as it was given, but not necessarily. And we make it a truth about ourselves. And that can take us down all kinds of rocky pathways, shall we say, treacherous pathways, where we can, trip ourselves up all the time, where we start looking at the world through the lens of something that isn't true, where we put stock and faith into something that is based on, at best, shaky groundwork. So, think about the memories that you've had and think about what's actually true for you. Think about, if you have conversations that you play over in your head of things you heard when you were younger, take a step back and see, where the truth lies in that. And does it trigger you because it is true or because you don't feel it is? And if it isn't, then just drop it. Anyway, that's my musing for today. Have a great one, everyone.